Hey YouTube, how you doing? Sorry my last video didn't get out on time. I got all caught up in the amount of views I was getting, which isn't really that much. It's only like 200, and truthfully, you guys only got watching like 15 seconds of my video anyways. But yeah, so I'm adding a fifth ground rule to this whole thing, number 5, which would be get it done, because I need to get this done on time. I want to be consistent. I want to get it done on Saturdays, and I want to just get a video out to you. So, with it being late, I've decided to go with BTN Wesley's suggestion that we talk about video games and violence in the video games. So what I wanted to talk about today was video games and violence. Video games came out in like the 50s or 60s or something like that. I think like arcade games did, and a lot of them weren't really video projections at that time. They were actually physical things that happened. I'm drawing that from my knowledge of Back to the Future with the little video game thing that they had in the diner there. But other than that, I know that the first really violent video game that brought any type of controversy to anything was Death Race, which came out in 1976. This game was a game where people drove around and ran down things that were called gremlins. They ran them over. The gremlins looked frightening like stick figure people, and the game was originally supposed to be called Pedestrian, which is kind of funny. So people are like, scary, violent video game. But they kind of failed to realize that it was actually based on a movie David Carradine and Sylvester Stallone starred in 1975 called Death Race 2000. And the point of that movie was to actually run down pedestrians. They were actually killing people, which is even creepier. So video games is probably like the freshest, newest form of digital video media, and it's one of those cool things because it keeps changing and getting better and better and better, just like movies just keeps changing and getting better. But yeah, so people are always freaking out that it's more violent. I've been hearing that, it's too violent since like the 90s when I was a little kid, and people are talking about it being too violent. And I feel that video games do have a lot of violence sometimes, but I also feel like we have rating systems for that violence. So kids should probably not be playing stuff that's rated M. And we also need to check on our own mental stability and stuff like that. We just need to take care of ourselves and, make sure we're not being too stupid with stuff. The reality is a lot of people just get really upset with these video games and they need time to chill out. That's actually why I don't play a lot of video games anymore, is because I got way too into the violent parts, and plus, they just got so dang expensive. It was like $500 when the last PlayStation 3 came out. Of course, it's lower price now, but I mean, PlayStation 2 is still the best system. I mean, it's the largest selling system of all time. So yeah, PlayStation 2 is my system. It was what I like. It's what I still have. And I don't play video games much anymore, so I probably really shouldn't be talking about this topic anyways. But yeah, I don't think video games are particularly more violent media than any other form thing. We got books, we got movies, we got TV shows, and yeah, they may all be getting more violent, but I think people are realizing that, we need to take care of this. And an interesting thing to me, though, is that video game usage has skyrocketed for the past 20 years to where, girls are 50 to 60% of the people actually playing these things at this point. Of course, most of them are playing Wii and non-violent video games, but the reality is, video game usage has gone way through the roof, and violent crime has dropped significantly every year since the 70s. So as much as people are freaking out about the violence that we do have in America, our violence is going down every single year. At least the crime violence is going down. I don't know if actual violence is going down. I mean, who can tell? I mean, that's with war and all that type of stuff all around the world. So who knows what our violence is actually doing? So whatever. This is definitely a more serious topic than what I actually want to talk about. But I'm realizing that I'm not necessarily a comedian, and a lot of my friends seem to want me to talk about serious topics. So I'm kind of willing to talk whatever you guys want to talk about. And since people want me to talk about the more serious topics, I guess I'll keep talking about more serious topics. But I do like to try and make sure that we keep it light and keep it fun. So yeah, here we go with another 5-minute video that people probably only watch a minute of. But hey, I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, have a good time. Bye.